Hi beauties, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. For today we're doing our 1 year update. It's been a year since I've had my sleeve surgery. It's been actually a little over a year, almost a year and a month. It'll be a month on April 15th, so I'm a little shy of a year and a month, but it's been a full year that I have had the sleeve, and I wanted to give you guys an update so you can know how things are going. So if you guys are interested in seeing my 1 year update on my sleeve surgery, then please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, let me know if this information was helpful. If you have any questions, like the video, share it to people who may have questions about the sleeve surgery. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hey, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Let's get started. Alright beauties, it has been a whole year since I've had the sleeve surgery. It doesn't even feel like it's been a year, but it's been a year. And when I tell you, your yearly transformation is night and day. So I came in at a high 279 at my highest weight in 2020. November 2020 was my highest weight of 279. That's when I started the process of getting my sleeve, started going to my doctor's appointment, started seeing, you have to go to a doctor appointment, you have to talk to a therapist, you have to talk to a nutritionist. I started that whole process, and by March 15th I had my surgery. So once I had my surgery, when you first have the surgery, I would say sugar-free popsicles are probably one of the most important things that you're going to need to stay hydrated, because you're not going to be able to eat and you're going to get tired of water. Like, water's just not going to do it for you, and just drinking a solid liquid like that was too much. But having a popsicle, I would have literally probably like 5 to 8 of those a day, because they were just so like helpful, and they're sugar free, so you're just getting pretty much getting your water intake from that. So if you are getting the surgery and you're in the beginning, get your sugar free popsicles, okay? So going through this journey, I have had a whole bunch of different things that I've had to switch up. So when I first started the shakes, I was doing the Fairlife, which those out of the milky protein shakes, Fairlife I think is the best tasting one, but at the same time, I don't like milk, so for me, I could only do it for so long, and then just the milky texture and taste just made me sick, and I just couldn't stomach it anymore. So I went a period of time where I wasn't really getting my protein in, and that's not good. Don't just stop protein, because it's so essential to you continuing to lose weight, as well as just making sure that your body is able to process all of the changes it's gone through. Because even after a year, my hair is still going through hair loss from the surgery, because you're not getting the nutrients that you normally get. So I would say make sure that you have a good protein source. For me, I went to the clear. My doctor said try a clear one, stop trying those milky ones if they're not working for you, but don't stop trying a protein source. So I have the clear protein drink, excuse me. This is Premier Protein Clear. The flavor I have is Tropical Punch, and this is what I drink. I usually I try to drink 2 a day, but I probably get in about maybe 1.5 on a good day. But that is what source I use for my protein. It gives you 20 grams of protein, because I still can only eat probably 4 to 5 bites, and then at that point I feel full, it hurts in your chest, and it's like, okay, I'm done. So that is really essential to you being able to make sure you're getting what you need for your daily goals. The next thing I would say, let's do pros and cons just out the gate. Pros, obviously, I've lost weight, giving very much clavicle here. I did not have any definition in my neck prior to the surgery. Look at the clavicle. Look at it, y'all. Look at this. I didn't even know I could have this prior to the surgery. I haven't seen these bones in forever, okay? These bones right here were hidden underneath the fat. And now they are here, giving very much a nice silhouette here. I absolutely love. The indentations from my bra have gotten so much better because my boobs aren't as heavy. Also, during the pandemic, I didn't wear a bra for like a year, okay? But the indentations were really deep, and as you can see a line there still, but I can feel comfortable wearing something like what I have on right now without having to worry about anything here. So I love that. As far as skin, I do have the most loose skin I have is on my stomach. I do have 2 kids, so it's already been stretched. So I will be looking into doing a mommy makeover and getting like a tummy tuck and all that kind of stuff sometime in the future. It's not a rush, but that is where I have the most loose skin. My arms are not too bad. You know, they're arms, but they're not like super flabby, so I'm happy with that. My legs actually look really good, so I'm happy with how everything looks. I'm happy with, I was not a fast loser. I was a very slow loser, so I think that helps in me retracting my skin. It was frustrating for me because I'm seeing all these other people losing weight so much faster who got their surgery at the same time as me. However, it works in your benefit if you are a slow loser because your skin is not having to, your skin will retract. It will be able to keep up with the weight loss, as opposed to if you lose it real fast, your skin is gonna hang. So my skin is pretty good without the hanging. My boobs are the worst part of it because they're so wrinkly, because that's where I had a lot of fat, and there's nothing I can do about that because I'm heavy chested. Even now I'm still, I think I'm a triple D right now. I was a H before, but that my boobs are still big, like even though I lost weight. So even with them still being big, the skin, like it's certain stuff, you got to make sure it's not all wrinkled. You gotta iron it out like that. But that's probably the worst part of it, I would say, as far as my body. As far as my as far as the other changes that have happened, I would say a negative would be I have GERD. It's very, very frustrating. I still have it. I've never had GERD before. I never had any type of heartburn issues prior to this surgery. So I went into this thinking, if you haven't had any issues with heartburn, you're probably not going to get GERD. That's probably something that happens if you already had something going on. That's not true. If you had no issues with heartburn, you probably will still get GERD. And so don't go into this thinking that for sure you're not going to get GERD because you never had those issues, because I never had these issues. Now I do. GERD is pretty much where the acids in your stomach come to your throat. And it's very painful if you cough when it happens. So you have to lay down and like have pillows propped up. You can't be laying completely flat or you'll choke on it because it comes right up. So if you're laying at an angle, it should make it will come up, but it should make it go right back down, as opposed to it coming and just sitting in your mouth. But like the other night, it was probably like the third time it's happened where I actually ended up choking when it came up, and that hurts because it's acid. So it literally opens up little, pockets where you cough, so it's sore as if you've been coughing like forever. And the tube that the acid comes out of when you drink water is not the same tube. So drinking water or anything like that does nothing to help the burn. You just have to let the burn do what it does. So that is probably the biggest negative, is the GERD. The second biggest negative is my hair, y'all. The hair is a mess, honey. When I tell you, my hair used to come down to about right here. My hair right here on my side right now is about right here, and I'm not exaggerating. But I just been keeping it in this crochet styles and using my oils and taking my biotin and stuff like that. And when I was first starting, I wasn't taking the vitamins like I was supposed to, so it's kind of my fault too, because I should have been on my biotin. I should have been on my omegas like clockwork to make sure that this didn't happen as drastically as it did. Now obviously I have hair because I can put crochet in, so I'm thankful for that. I have edges, they're a little thin, but they're there, so I'm thankful for that. They are starting to come back a little bit more because this side was really, really thin before, so it's starting to come back. So those are the two biggest negatives I've had from the surgery, is the GERD and the hair loss. Other than that, everything has been pretty good. Some differences I've noticed is sometimes I get dizzy and lightheaded a lot, and I have passed out 3 times. It wasn't like an instant thing, like I could feel I didn't feel good, so I was kind of prepared myself to kind of sit down because I knew I didn't feel good, but I did completely pass out and come back to within like 2 to 3 minutes, which I ended up finding out at my last appointment is because I'm anemic, so I'm on iron pills now. So that is definitely something to look out for. Just look at feel how your body's feeling and see what's going on. When I did my labs prior to this one, which was like I think 6 months out, my iron seemed fine. So like I said, it's been a year, but your body is still adjusting after a year. Don't think after a year everything is like that. That's why they don't approve you to get like surgeries, to get like a tummy tuck and your boob work and all that. They don't really approve that until about 18 months because your body is still trying to adjust to how much weight you lost. So like I said, told you guys, I started my highest weight in November 2020 was 279. Right now I am 180, so I am at 99 pounds lost. But it wavers because right now I'm at a stall. After about 8 months you go into a hard stall, and after 8 months to 12 months I've only lost 10 pounds. As before that, obviously I lost the 80. So just know you're gonna hit a hard stall. Don't be hard on yourself. Just continue doing what you're supposed to do. Up your protein, do things that they tell you to do to try to get it to move. Right now I'm at the point where I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to get it to move, because it's just really stagnant. But I was working out a lot more in the beginning, and that has slowed up, so I know for sure I got to do that, at least get 30 minutes in a day, which I know I can do. So that's going to be really my goal, is to get up in the morning and do 30 minutes right before work. That's my goal. I have my protein I've been drinking. I sip on it all day. My doctor told me just sip on it all day. You can't, the protein is like thick, so you're not going to just drink it like instantly. So he told me to just make sure that I sip it all day. And that's my goal, is to get through this drink. So this one right here is really good, and it is so much better than the milky one for me. Now if you like milk, you probably like Fairlife, but for me, this protein clear has been working pretty well. As far as my favorite snack, my favorite healthy snack is this fruit cup. It is so delicious, you guys. This is the Del Monte Fruit Refresher, and this one is a grapefruit and oranges and pomegranate. It's delicious. They actually have another flavor too, and I had accidentally gotten the other flavor, and it was actually good too. So I'm gonna get some more of the other flavor. It was just like I had got a bunch of these, and they gave me like one of the wrong one, and it was really good. So these fruit refreshers are so good. They only have 90 calories, quenching. Like, they quench you. They're delicious. I highly recommend this as something for a snack, because you are supposed to eat every 2 hours. Do I do that? No, I try though. I have salami and cheese. I try to have that sometime throughout the day. I have these refreshers, and then I have breakfast and dinner. I don't really eat lunch. If I don't have breakfast, then I just have lunch and dinner. But I usually eat 2 meals and those snacks. So I try y'all, okay? For my GERD, I'm on omeprazole. This right here, I'm supposed to take every other day right now, because you don't want to take it every day. When you first finish your surgery, you may take it every day for like 30 days, and then you're supposed to stop. It is an acid reducer, and it's Prilosec. This is just a generic version of Prilosec, but this is what I have to take every other day. And then I always keep my chewable Tums, like the chewable Tums. Not the chalky ones. Those are disgusting. I almost threw up when I just tried those. I can't do chalky. Not even for my vitamins. I can't do it. But the chewable ones, I eat 4 of those before I go to bed, and with my omeprazole. That's how bad my acid reflux is right now. For my probiotics, I do the Physician's Choice. This is my women's one. It has the 50 billion supplements in this one. So you want to get the highest billion that you can for the probiotics to try to keep yourself regular. And my doctor said it can also help you with losing weight as well. And then my B12 I take every Friday. You're supposed to take it once a week, so I take mine every Friday so I can remember. And this is the Nature's Bounty 5000. Then for my multivitamins, I can't do the chalky. Like I told you, I tried the chalky and it was okay for like probably like a month, and then after that month, that was like right at the beginning of my surgery, right after that month, it was making me sick. I felt sick to my stomach and I couldn't do it. It was literally like bad. So I ended up finding the Chewies from Bariatric Advantage. They are $40 a pack, okay, $40. So they're extremely expensive, but you have to take your vitamins. So these are the ones I can stomach, so I take these vitamins here. every day. You're supposed to take 2 calcium citrates. I usually take 1 because it's just a lot, but take your 2. So those are my chewies, and they're almost like annihilator, and they smell good, and they I mean, like it's a multivitamin, so it's not going to be delicious, but they're definitely bearable. This is how big they are. Not too much. You chew them up, done. And then my iron pills, these are the ones I'm trying now. It's called Nature's Truth, 65 milligrams. I take 2 of these. I have to take these because I do not like that feeling. It's a really bad feeling when you feel like you're going to pass out, because you just feel really lightheaded, hot and cold, and it's like, okay, I don't feel good. But like if I get up too fast, I get dizzy all the time. So like I said, your body's going to still be adjusting even after you get to a year. So don't rush things. Just like try to get some walking in. Take your vitamins. That's so important, to take your vitamins, and don't be hard on yourself. The weight is going to come off as long as you are not being too crazy. I am not like super strict and rigid as far as the things that I have, but I have kind of changed my taste buds on things I even want. So that has kind of helped me in not overindulging in a way that I used to, because I just don't even crave certain things anymore. And just not, don't force it. Like once you feel like you're full, don't force it, and eat slow. I have a problem. That's my problem. I don't eat slow, so I end up throwing up probably, I won't say every day, but every few days I'm gonna throw up, because I'm a fast eater, always have been. I have all brothers, so I'm eating fast, and then my stomach is like, girl, that one bite was too much. So yeah, so if you do throw up, if you overeat, first of all, hopefully you don't overeat too much, because it hurts. It like gets stuck in your chest and it can't go down. But if you do feel that feeling of like, okay, there's food stuck right here, I usually end up having to throw up. But it won't be like gut throw up. It'll literally just be that bite of food that was too much. So it won't be too crazy. And you'll get used to it. It sounds crazy when you talk about it and like talk about throw up, like, oh, it's just done. But it's just a part of it. It's called dumping. So certain things you're gonna find that you just can't stomach anymore. You'll try it and you'll throw it up maybe immediately. And certain things you'll be able to eat and it's fine, but you'll fill up on it really fast. Like for me, like chicken wings, I can probably have 2 before it actually feels like it's starting to hurt. Like, and I'm talking about party wings, not like big chicken. I can have 2 party wings before I start feeling that feeling, and then if I eat a full 3, I've overdone it. So, and that's a year out. So as long as you don't push your sleeve, as long as you adhere to the restrictions it's trying to give you, you are not going to, I don't think you're gonna have an issue with stretching it. As far as I feel after this first year, like I can't give any advice past what I've experienced. So I feel like as long as you adhere to the feeling and that you really stop when you're supposed to stop, you won't stretch your sleeve. But yes, do I regret this decision? I do not. Is it life-changing? It's 100% life-changing. If you have a relationship with food that's unhealthy, where your whole life is based around food, this will possibly cause you to go into some type of a depression, because you have to pretty much recreate your whole life. Like everything that you did, you have to replace with something else, because you're not going to be able to enjoy food the way you did before. And so for me, I was never like a huge eater. Like I'm gonna eat when I gotta eat dinner, or but I'm not eating I don't snack throughout the day a lot. I don't really eat a lot of meals. I was really like a 1 meal a day or 2 meal a day person already. So for me, food, like I'm more of a sweets person. That's my vice, is sweets. And I still have to watch myself with the sweets, because I love sweets, but I definitely have cut back a lot on it, because first of all, it doesn't make you feel good. Certain things, I can't have cheesecake no more. Y'all, I used to love me some cheesecake. I cannot stomach cheesecake no more. It makes my stomach hurt. So there's certain things you're just not even going to be able to have anymore. So like I said, just really, really monitor what you're eating. Just really focus on trying to do as much as you can to stay on the straight and narrow. Like you have to be realistic as far as like everything you eat from now forward is probably not going to be sugar free, but Like I'll like my pancakes, I'll do like protein. I have protein pancakes. If I get noodles, I get protein noodles. I use sugar-free syrup or light syrup. It's just those little things. You're not gonna miss the regular one. It's not, if you don't go back to it. So that's the thing. Now if you tinker in that line and you go back to the regular and then you go back to the one that's not so sweet, then you're gonna be like, dang, I want the regular. But if you stay on and like you're doing your sugar-free or doing your light, you don't miss that because you still getting the same flavor. It's just not as sweet. But if you're going back and forth, I think that's when you start to have that missing feeling. So just definitely, I would say, you can do this if you want to do it. If you're ready for a life change, if you're ready to give up on your addiction on food and ready to just take your health seriously and make this change for the better. For me, it wasn't about how I looked on the outside. It was about, I was about to be on high blood pressure meds because my blood pressure was out of control. My dad is a diabetic, so I was borderline about to be a diabetic. I had to do something, and I had tried, and I've lost weight and gained weight and lost weight and gained weight, and it's just like, okay, I'm literally about to be on my doctor literally told me I was about to have to be on medication because every time I went to the doctor, my blood pressure was high. So it was just like, okay, I don't want to get on nobody's medication. Once you get on medication, it seems like everything else goes out of whack and you end up on a whole bunch of different medications. So for me, I feel like it was a part of a life, almost like a lifesaver for me, of not having to be on medications. I have children, I'm married, I want to be here for my family, and I just wanted to be healthy and feel better, just feel better in my skin, and I feel so much better. Like I feel 10 times better just in my skin, just even with the loose skin. I feel better in my skin, I feel better in my clothes, I feel better as a whole, and I don't really, the biggest thing I say I miss is being able to eat a crab boil. That's the biggest thing I miss, is being able to eat a crab boil. The only thing I could do is eat one crab leg. One king crab leg, that's it. I can eat one lobster tail, that's it. And normally, if I was at a crab boil, I'd be eating crab, sausage, I'd be eating everything. So I'm like, every time there's a crab boil, I overeat and I throw it. Because I always want to, okay, I'm gonna eat this crab leg and I'm gonna eat just a little bit of this lobster tail and I can't do it. So that's the biggest thing I miss, but I mean, you can still eat it, you just gotta space it out. So I can have a crab leg right when the crab boil ends and wait 2 hours, then I can have a lobster tail. It's just like that. And it can take some getting used to. It sounds so much easier than it is. It does get frustrating, but once you just accept that's just what it is, it just is what it is. You can't change it. Once your stomach is gone, baby, it's gone. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. Excuse me, about the surgery, vitamins, suggestions on anything. I got you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for your support, and stay tuned. I'll have another update in probably another 6 months. I don't like doing too close together. It's not too many changes that's gonna happen, but hopefully I'm at my goal weight by then. I only have about 20 more pounds to lose to be at my goal, so hopefully I'll be there by then. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update, let you know what's going on, let you know what it's like being a year out from the sleeve surgery for me, and I hope that this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to be on Kind of Beautiful, because there's only one you, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Bye.